Okay, so continuing. This is for another path. So chapter 8, part 2. This is the part where we need to determine whether to ally with Aesfrost or with Hyzante after we surrender Roland. So let's continue. In this path, I am going to ally with Hyzante, and since this is a second playthrough, everyone is, or all enemies are level 50. Okay, character story. Let's see. It's Quarantine. Erador invites Quarantine to take a break from all his research.
Working hard again today, I see. How fares the research?
It progresses, and shall continue to do so, provided you remain out of my way.
Never one to mince words, are you? What is it you're researching exactly?
Your questioning remains distressingly inefficient. As I explained just yesterday, I'm exploring something truly groundbreaking.
And I'm asking you precisely how and why it's groundbreaking.
That would entail a thorough explanation of surface melting on ice crystals, one even you could understand. From there, I would have to explain how the quasi-liquid film on said crystal can then be thermodynamically stabilized.
All right, you win. I'm sorry I asked. But I can tell by your attitude all this work isn't good for you. You should join me for a swig of wine.
I'd rather not.
And why not?
Research has shown that wine inhibits the brain's higher functions.
Fewer words, more wine. A glass might shake a brilliant new idea out of that massive head of yours.
But my precious research!
Okay, it was forced.
All I desire is to carry out my research without interruption. Are you listening, Erador? My research on my terms. Why can they not grant me this one thing?
Yeah, well...
This cannot stand, Erador. You hold me out here, yet you haven't so much as haven't touched your glass.
Oh, so you're an angry drunkard, are you? Lovely.
Me? A drunkard? Balderdash. It's the damn ministry. All their restrictions and secrecy. How are we to move forward if we can't share our techniques? Am I wrong?
You're damned right. As always, of course, about everything.
Sin on all that knowledge and skills is... It's not good. Worse than me locking myself up here.
Glorious silence. Thought the poor fool would never shut up. Right then. Off to bed with you.
Okay, so Quarantine and Dragon can be drunk or best friends. Okay, so also for discussions, their next move is dive at their ever-changing surroundings. I won't be checking any events since this is the same with the previous one. I'll only check the events based on the part wherein I chose a different path.
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both Aesfrost and Hyzante have mustered armies and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed, our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Aesfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Salt Iron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Aesfrost.
Just so. We could offer Hyzante a glorious victory.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzante would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House Ende would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Aesfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Aesfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. Aesfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years. Even so, they would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe Aesfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzante?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Aesfrost or Hyzante?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
Okay, we'll fight beside Aesfrost or Hyzante. I would ask the others what they think. Okay. We'll be accepting Aesfrost aid in fights first. Okay, I think I got it. I have already got all the items here. First Aesfrost and now Hyzante. Just what do they want with House Wolfort? I thought we were allies. Marselia was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for our mining venture. Don't they have any shame? Utility. Our domain occupies a very strategic position between the other nations. It's only natural to them to want it, for them to want it. But we will use those selfish desires against them here. I see. If the two nations clashed here, then we can be the ones who decide who emerges victorious. If we use our knowledge of the land, we can hit them where it hurts most. Never cease to amaze, my lord. This strategy could turn us from the hunted to the hunters. Our house must stand together. Now more than ever, I am counting on you. Okay. Next. I'm so glad Prince Roland's execution has been stayed. Still, I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. Okay, wait for utility. Aesfrost need Prince Roland alive if they are to control Glenbrook. No harm will come to him so long as he is useful to them. I think I selected that last time as well. You're right, my lord, but we all know his highness can be sometimes. Indeed, He isn't the type to merely accept his fate as a puppet, let alone one of Gustadolf's. I wish he would be more careful. What does Aesfrost hope to gain by invading Glenbrook in the first place? I wish I knew. If we did, we might be able to figure out how to counter the Archduke. Okay. So, I need to sway Gila and Benedict.
I think...
My knowledge of both nations has caused me quite the dilemma. While I am cornered about fighting alongside the clannish Holy State, I cannot bring myself to put my faith in the Duchy either. What are your thoughts, Lord Zerny? We should accept the Duchy's aid and fight Sarsni together. So you prefer to fight alongside Aesfrost? No. No. Should be with Sarsni. I'm wrong. Okay. How's it matches on us? Once execution has been stayed for the moment, I think it's best we obey the Duchy until we have the chance to rescue him. Also, it matches on us now. Even if we allied with them and won, there's no telling what they would do afterward. I haven't any sure of investigating Hyzante's motives, and it would be dangerous for us to join hands with a nation I know so little about. I need to select the one that she won't be swayed to. Wrong. Execution of the for the moment.
I don't know.
Nice. Indeed, supposing we did emerge victorious, we cannot say for sure what sort of demands House Ende would have of us. Mr. Sarsni may even use that victory to negotiate with the Hierophant for control of the house of the Worldfort domain. Okay, I need to conspire with Sarsni to launch a surprise attack on Aesfrost.
We must decide.
Each nation has its strengths and weaknesses. We must carefully consider which would best serve us in battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking. Let's cast our lot with Sarsni and bring Aesfrost to heal. This should be the option. So you would suggest we join forces with Hyzante. I must admit, I am curious as to your reasons, my lord. Sarsni's responsibilities. Okay, the Holy State is the wealthiest nation in Norzelia. As such, the bountiful aid they could supply would be second to none. Allying with the Holy State would change the course of this war. There's no telling what other paths may reveal themselves before us then. We may be able to use House Ende as a means to gain more powerful allies in the Holy State. That may be easier said than done. Oh, I'm afraid. I will not deny that Minister Sarsni is an influential man in Hyzante. But his influence is not as great as it once was, and we do not know if his actions now were sanctioned by the Holy State. We must consider the possibility that allying with House Ende may not be to our advantage.
Certainly not.
Allow me one more question, my lord. What are your thoughts on Aesfrost? The longer we remain under their command, the more fraught our situation will become. I fear that the people of Glenbrook will eventually tire of resisting Gustadolf's rule. They see us brought to heel. House Wilford stands for justice. As such, I simply cannot accept Aesfrost's rule, where might is right. Indeed, the Duchy likely intends to rid Glenbrook of all the high houses, just as they did House Fox the other day.
However,
We must be free of their control as soon as possible. The question is whether that time is now or later. Oh, I don't Let's see. If this is tie, I'll select Aesfrost. I hope it's tie. It's a tie.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we join forces with the army of Aesfrost? Or do we choose to side with Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Okay,
I stand with you, my lord.
nice. So it depends on Gila.
I have no qualms with that.
Nice. It's tied. Ah, I'm so sad. I got confused with the colors. Hyzante is red.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I think it's tied. Nice.
Equal votes for all sides. As such, the Lord of the House will render the final decision.
Okay, let us cast our lot with Sorcery and bring Aesfrost to heal.
The way forward is decided. We ally with the holy state of Hyzante and decimate the Aesfrosti forces.
Liberty. Okay, so if there's a tie, in this case, it would be a Liberty score.
The road forward is decided. We fight for Hyzante and crush Aesfrost's forces.
I shall send word to Minister Sorcery at once to arrange a parley and discuss strategy.
I'll send word to the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
I pray Minister Sorcery will hear us out.
From distant parapets, even the greatest armies appear benign. Let us hope Sorcery becomes more amenable to an alliance with the full reckoning of Aesfrost's power.
Regardless, I sense a hard fight on the horizon.
Did you guys always negative? Or she just won her own decision? Okay, let's continue.
Minister Sorcery, leading the forces of the Holy State of Hyzante, advances into the Wolfort domain. The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Serenoa chooses to side with Hyzante, crafting a plot to betray General Avlora and drive the army of Aesfrost from his home. The road ahead is precarious, and a single misstep could spell the end of House Wolfort and all who serve it.
Okay, chapter 8, part 2, The Eye of the Storm.
So we're to seek reprieve from Hyzante, the same nation under which my mother and her people were branded heretics and endured untold suffering.
I understand your hesitation in fighting by their side, Frederica. But there is no other way. You needn't take the field if you wish.
Nonsense. I am a Wolfort now. I will fight.
As you wish.
Gila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorcery.
Sorcery is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest of the Source and the Roselle that work there. His authority over Hyzante's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well-provisioned and well-trained.
Do not think he will be easily swayed. The Saintly Seven are not known for heeding the pleas of common men.
Then we shall have to distinguish ourselves from common men.
Surely he will see that he only stands to benefit from joining our forces. It is the only way to guarantee Aesfrost's defeat. The future of House Wolfort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of them safely.
House Wolfort shall persevere.
My lord, we've received word from General Vlora. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
Okay, we're going to betray Avlora this time. Okay, Sarsley speaks with Brooker about his true reasons for allying with Wolfort. Okay.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House Ende is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Of course, Your Excellency. Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before. To say nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place. They will see who among the Saintly Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. Only Aesfrost's forces stand in our way. Have the Wolforts agreed to our plan?
Yes, Your Excellency. When the time is right, they will turn on Aesfrost, and we shall entrap them from both sides.
Good. Good. I wish you glory on the battlefield, Booker. Crush those Aesfrosty dogs under your heel. When they have been well bloodied and bruised, I shall lead the main force to deliver their final punishment. The detractors of House Ende's military cunning will have to hold their tongues after the day.
Okay, so they're gonna use us for this goods. Okay. Held captive in her own home, Cordelia realizes that even more difficult days lie ahead. Oh, it's the same.
I've had enough.
You've had enough? Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
She should be crying tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of royalty. We should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet. Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to. Get away!
What is that infernal racket?
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on Aesfrost's generosity.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica. Have you finished with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Can't you have that brute Avlora do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolfort has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
They'll be gone at last. It must be tonight.
Oh. Okay. The War Council with Avlora commences. Benedict later reveals his true thoughts on their strategy.
Our scouts have sent their report. Hyzante has dispatched a small force bound to our location. They're expected to arrive at nightfall.
We will do battle in the dark, then.
We should map out the perimeter and terrain before they come.
You sound frightened. There is no need. My troops shall make quick work of Sorsley. You will see that giving us Roland was the wise choice.
I simply think it best to be prepared. There is no room for regrets in battle.
A small force? What is that bastard planning?
Likely he intends to strike after we've worn each other thin. Victory will come easily for him then.
Saving the ripest fruit for himself, eh? Seems no matter where we look, some beast is slavering for a bite of our land.
And this is the beast we have chosen to side with. We must move forward lest we look back in doubt.
Okay, I thought it's the same. Same script. The person will be facing off against Aesfrost's army. I should have a look around before Hyzante forces arrive. So I'm not sure if items will be here, since this is a different route. Yes. Round 3 was found, but your red tech is okay. Focus on that. Feels like just yesterday, 3 nations were celebrating in the age of peace, and now we meet on the battlefield of battle. When Rosalia ever seen true peace? Looks like 500. Oh. Lightning amulet. You didn't follow my commands, Lord Cyrano. I only asked that you stay out of my way. Just remember that Hyzante is our enemy and not us. But if you dare turn your blade against me, know that I would return the favor in full force. There were more people here not too long ago. Trade was thriving back then, but I guess it's to be expected with a war. At least that the Holy State is something terrifying. They say the word of their goddess is absolute. The goddess speaks through the Hierophant, and anyone who disobeys is punished. I heard some people being killed. They say the goddess has always been strict, but it's worse than ever with this Hierophant. So the goddess is teaching more than just talk. The Hierophant is to be respected and feared. This reminds me of Salt Iron War. Back then, Hyzante had the famed archer in their ranks. His dignified figure was the envy of all. I have no doubt Minister Sorsley plans to make use of us, but we will use him in equal measure. Defeating Aesfrost will bring us closer to the heart of Hyzante. Taking the field beside Minister Sorsley is merely a step in that direction. It appears Minister Sorsley embarked in hopes of distinguishing himself through battle. One can only wonder how Hyzante and the Hierophant view his actions. To think we'd be fighting with the Black Irons who invaded our kingdom. Try as we might, these nerves just won't settle down. That's why we're going to betray them. This battle. We have iron there. Water. There's the ship. As you predicted, it looks like the Hyzantean army will take to strike at night. So Aesfrost and Hyzante face off again. It's the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Just pray this doesn't turn out to be the second camp of the Salt Iron War. Leather. House Ende specializes in managing salt, not soldiers. Their might on the battlefield pales in comparison to House Marshall and House Farrant, but I'm sure we can still put them to good use. Okay, I think it's only the iron, 3 irons. I can get. Irons. There's some needs to be promoted. Okay, let's see if we can buy something. A little bravery. I can just sell that. Let's see. Okay, so no one needs your iron. Okay, I'll just see if there's some haven't been able to upgrade. Fiber. Out of thunderstorms. I like this one. Spear storm. Hyzante. Let's see first. Let's see if we can buy some amulets. Bracelet, I mean. Okay, none. I can only buy amulets. It's just an easy mode, I guess. So, can survive this. My plan is to not let anyone die. So that's everything. Need to talk to people. Forgot. Okay. It was not so long ago that General Flora marched on Whitehall Castle. I doubt I will ever forget to see the way she used so callously struck down Prince Franny. Okay, let's think. Not sure. This She was indeed the one who struck the fatal blow, but Christophe was the one who gave the order. Yes, I suppose my brother is the more terrifying of the two. I have always known him to be cold and yet I do not mean to place the blame upon him. These are merely the realities of war. If the need arose, I would order my vassals to strike down those who stood against us. That is the responsibility of a commander. I can see that you have stood yourself for what lies ahead, as must I. It's your right to be, sir. I must be able to face the realities of war like the rest of House Wolfort. House Wolfort's soldiers look nervous, but they needed work. Got General Flora on our side, and she's never lost a fight. Then we shall rely on Aesfrost for this victory. Do our best not to stand in our way. I like this one, the morality side. I never thought I'd see the day the fate the House Wolfort asked the Grand Duchy for aid. Once we win this battle, I shall be sure to relay your heartfelt gratitude to the Archduke. Yeah, my thanks. Sorry, but I'm betraying you. Already in the Hyzante forces should be arriving shortly. Will Booker be helping us? I think he should be helping us. Yeah. Everything turns opposite. Aesfrost and the Wolfort allied forces meet Hyzante's army amidst pouring rain. The battle begins and Sir Noah knows there is no turning back for his house now. So I cannot use Frederica since it's raining. Her passive will not work.
You think to conquer this place with such a paltry force? I can see Minister Sorcelet has no mind for warfare.
I cannot deny that. Fate is cruel to have given me such a perilous duty. But it is my duty nonetheless, and I shall carry it out. For the glory of House Ende, I shall take this land by any means necessary.
Even if it means earning the ire of Aesfrost?
By any means.
Considering his odds, he is far too calm. I sense something is amiss. Lord Serenoa, I would have your forces form the vanguard. Drive these invaders from your home!
Now!
What?
To Hyzante's ranks! Change formation!
Okay. So that's how it is. It's the girl you with who started this. Wait, doesn't mean the enemy forces, so I need to kill everyone, including Laura, who is very hard. Or lose all allied forces. So the wind is breezy. It's raining. So I can use
Understood.
Understood.
Okay.
At once.
And again.
As you wish. Just leave everything to me, okay?
Who else?
Consider it done.
Okay, I'm going to put Archibald down this area. And I can use Laura. She's down here. It's decimal here. Triple jail. Let's go home and select it.
My magic is at your disposal.
Understood.
You got it.
Giovanna. Okay, Giovanna will be here. Or may just be here. And Maxwell. Maxwell here. If I can defeat them, because easy mode with New Game Plus second playthrough is hard.
Look at them, the creeps.
Serenoa, you snake! What is this betrayal?
All I do for my house.
I was a fool to have given you even an ounce of trust, to have ever considered you an ally. However, I will not be a fool in defeat. Today we show you the measure of Aesfrost's might. My turn.
For my lord. The pain will end soon.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker.
Battle settings. What's this? The reserves, which are cry, restore, vitalize. Okay, Maxwell. can jump. Oh, no, you can't.
With a single blow!
Triple trust this guy.
Behold! Just as I planned. Now then.
Can attack. Physical enemy. Invasion. Very nice.
So that's your weak spot, eh?
Second sight. Goes far.
Slow!
Oh, I
From
can.
where shall we strike?
I can deny for suicide. I can punt.
Count on me.
Your skills, safe haven. Recover and little HP at the start of your turn. Modify. Be honest. What's this?
Here you go.
Ew.
For TP.
I'll take it from here.
Giovanna has this. Slash. Splash. Oh, I can kill this guy.
You're finished! Well met!
You're not attacking.
I'll show you what I can do.
Okay, where's that? Oh, I can use this. So that Giovanna got other skills. Here.
Are you in need?
Area service. Different bash. So now it's facing there. It's not good.
I will carry you.
Missed. Oh, that's
Back at you. Ha-ha! Impossible!
The heavens judge you.
okay. Do lightning. Oh, lightning.
Stay down. All right, here I go.
Splash. So I don't like it. Let's see.
That's it?
Lowered strength. What?
Leave the rest to me.
That's it? That's it?
Let's not roll that.
I will crush you!
Crush me.
Yeah!
Impressed? Every defense has a weakness.
Yeah, kill that healer.
That looked painful. That hit them.
Too slow.
My courage will not waver.
This. Oh. This reduces trust.
Behold! Just as I planned. Now's my chance.
Face me if you dare. You'll be nothing but a bloodstain upon my blade.
I'll do my utmost. Here you go.
My wounds are healed.
Looks like I'm up.
Pitch arrow. Ooh, like
I got you marked. You've left yourself open.
I am Avlora, general of the full might of Aesfrost's military. Stand your ground or suffer the consequences.
Time to take action.
You're dying. Okay, so... Finish them. Oh, I can give it to you.
I'll hold fast here. Knew I could trust you.
Every defense has a weakness. That hit them.
You've left yourself open.
For my lord.
Now submit.
That
You've left
looks
yourself
painful.
open.
Retreat!
Oh. Man, you're going to die. It needs to help you.
Let me give it a try.
Okay, let's see what this can do.
I heed my call.
Why did I
Here I come.
turn my back? Okay, I'll just switch.
The fruits of my studies.
No. I died.
My time is now.
Right of luck.
Heavens, grant us your blessing.
I'll bring this to a close.
Oh, so even the guest characters can have that buff. Ouch.
From where shall we strike?
We can kill this.
Are you in need?
Okay.
Yeah, that went well.
Every defense has a weakness.
On it!
For my lord.
I am at your back!
Death must wait.
Just that. Is better, better.
By my spear!
Whatever it takes. Here you go.
Well done. Strike while the iron's hot. Defeat is not an option. No need to panic.
You're not getting away.
Chico is very powerful. Like him. These guys are just killing
I'll show you what I can do.
Yes, show them.
The fruits of my studies. It worked. All right, here I go. Here you go.
Thank you.
For my lord. No true pain. That hit the mark.
It's basically
now submit.
Our hope still burns.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Oh.
I stand ready.
Let's see.
Out of my way!
I shan't hold back.
Get that and jump.
All by my design.
I'll do my utmost.
Send you up.
Here you go.
I appreciate it.
Well now. Well now. That looked painful.
Whatever it takes. Will this work?
Now then.
Yeah, I don't think they don't. They need to.
Well, that hit the mark.
I think this is easy because if it's not.
Where the wolf is cornered.
I would have
Wait your turn.
by now. Or someone.
You will not hear me scream. Time for some sorcery. It's not over yet.
Thank you.
Let me give it a try. Here you go. Ah.
Are you in need?
Ha! Painful, wasn't it?
Every defense has a weakness. Every defense has a weakness.
Now submit!
At last, a victory worth celebrating. The first of many on the road ahead, of that I'm certain.
Morality +1.
It is over, Avlora.
Like puppets on a string. You played your part well, House Wolford.
Gah. I underestimated their capacity for deceit.
Why? Mr. Afric.
What was that?
What are those flames?
That smoke, those explosions, they come from Castle Wolford.
Hyzantean reinforcements!
Exham! What in the blazes are you doing here?
I am here to declare myself the victor. My thanks for the diversion, Minister Sorsley.
What? You snake.
Is that any way to speak to the hero who won the day? Castle Wolfort has fallen by my hand.
He speaks true. The flames have been lit.
They signal our defeat. Only a trusted few know to light them.
No! Then the battle is ended. It would be folly to shed blood further.
And she ran away.
I look forward to our rematch. Well then, Lord Serenoa, I would be grateful if you returned with me to Castle Wolfort. Of course, you are free to celebrate your victory here with Minister Sorsley. However, I am sure your father and your people sorely miss your company.
I understand. Let us be on our way then.
Why did he need to do that? To our domain. What's the purpose? Okay, that's end of part 2. So I'm going to stop streaming right now and continue in a while. Bye.